Hey guys, welcome. Today we're coming to you from Italy, Saluzzo, and you're in for a treat because I'm going to be showing you a couple of apartments that have been developed by it. They say it runs in the family, so it's my brother. I'm going to introduce you to my brother, and we're going to see how properties are developed. This unit here was originally one unit, right?
It was one large unit. Yes.
And then it was on title, 2 flats?
Correct.
And why did you buy it?
I just saw an immediate opportunity to, there was enough square meters in this for it to be two generous sized apartments. I mean, these are typical apartments in a condominium within Italy and many towns across Italy.
So here we are, here's a view from the other side. And what's interesting to note in here is there's a kitchen already installed. However, in Italy, as part of the sale process on a flip or a refurbishment, the only things that the seller needs to provide are a shell and all of the electrics and the plumbing. And no kitchen is actually required. That's down to the buyers, so that's quite interesting. There is 2 balconies. One is facing the rear, the other is facing the front. A few details here. I'm liking this recessed cove lighting, which is quite nice as a design feature. I'm also really liking the colours that have been selected. Very neutral, very pastel, and the kitchen just complements some of the paintwork, which you can see up there as well. That coving has got a slightly different shade. Off the kitchen, we go into a hallway, and to the right we have a bedroom, and also to the left we have another bedroom and a bathroom as well. Let's go into the master bedroom. And once again, the only things that the sellers need to provide is a room, a shell, and even the electrics, they don't need to have any lights or fittings. It just needs to be an electrical wire, and this happens in Europe quite a lot. So that's a very nice bedroom here, a good size, and then throughout we've got these tiles, and then we've got some radiators. We've got a white wall there, a neutral coloured wall there, and a slightly lighter shade of a neutral coloured wall there. So we've got 3 different colours. We have a shower, a WC, a bidet, which is quite important in Europe, and then we've got this nice floating sink unit. Minimal tiles, and then there is a mirror here, and just an electrical fitting. Let's have a look into the second bedroom, and just before we enter that, we've got some fitted wardrobes there for storage. We've got a nice shadow gap. If you can see in the corners, there's an edging there that you can see a gap, and then that follows these lines. So that's a nice design detail. And then as we turn this way, we are into the second bedroom. So that's apartment 1. Let's have a look at one next door. Just entering the unit opposite. As soon as you enter that door, you've got this room here, and then you've got another room over there.
This is the kitchen. So this is the
That's the kitchen over there.
Kitchen living.
So this is the kitchen diner over here.
So in Italy, when you do a refurbishment on an apartment, you don't normally include the kitchen, but you prepare all the utilities for the kitchen supplies. The way this kitchen is being designed is a column in the centre with your hob, extractor fan, hence the cable on the floor. Floor to ceiling height cabinets all the way along this wall, and that basically finishes off the kitchen. You've got access to the balcony just here. It's a nice big balcony, and obviously with a nice and bright window to the right. This is the living area, so it's kind of like an open plan living kitchen with some element of a kind of separation there as well. This roof was oak floor. It was here in the beginning. We liked it. We wanted to retain it, but to do some of the pipe work and the cabling, some of the floor had to be cut away in different parts, and then an artisan carpenter came in and made it all like it wasn't touched before, which is for me a really excellent a piece of craftsmanship. So this is a 3-bedroom. Now we're going to bedroom number 2. Typically, when we refurbish apartments, we do the floor plan such that the bed is already defined, or the position of the bed, and the wardrobes, and then you normally install your electrics at each side of the bed with a side table.
Do you need to actually get the sockets?
Yes, the position of all the sockets is defined by the architect and crossed on the walls and installed in those positions.
And then
the coving in this room was retained. We have some storage facilities just in front of you here. And just to your left here, we've got the
really nice,
the family bathroom.
I'm liking the colours on that. Very nice. So wood floor follows through. You've got a WC, a bidet. I'm really liking this floating shelf, and that sink is really nice as well.
Yeah, the presence of a bidet. The presence of a bidet is normal in Italy. In the UK, in my experience, it's not seen that much. But here, everybody has a bidet. So this is bedroom number 3. The feel that we get in this room is like a hotel room, because the door leads to a small landing space. And then you've got access to this ensuite shower room.
So just a couple of questions for you. This unit here was originally 1 unit, right?
It was 1 large unit. Yes.
And then it was on title, 2 flats?
Correct.
And why did you buy it?
I just saw an immediate opportunity to. There was enough square meters in this for it to be 2 generous sized apartments. I mean, these are typical apartments in a condominium within Italy, many towns across Italy.
Okay, another question for you in terms of your contractors. How reliable and how have you built up your contract base?
So we have a trusted builder who we have a good relationship with, and he's working on all of our projects. He uses a team, plumber, electrician, to do all the work, and so the finishes always are pretty much the same in terms of colours, in terms of like features like the suspended ceilings, the type of lighting we use, the doors.
How's the market compared to London?
This part of Italy is not as active as you would have in London. It's a small town. Essentially, London is one of the largest cities in the world.
How do you differentiate your projects?
We have identified the fact this price point for this apartment and this modern living feel and standard is not really available. So the way we differentiate is I believe that for a buyer to come across this property and try to compare it to another one which is the same is going to be very difficult, because the stock is simply not there.